Hey, what's going on, Pinal County? David Church here, Eloy and Arizona City reporter for Pinal Central, and you are watching Pinal Central Backstory, where we give you a behind-the-scenes look at the latest news coverage. And today we're talking about football, because we got three Pinal County teams competing in the 4A playoffs, and they all had their first-round matchups last week on Friday night. Unfortunately, for one of those teams, the Apache Junction Prospectors, they were not able to get the win, unfortunately losing to Lee Williams, so they are out of the playoffs. But the other two teams, the number 1 seed Poston Butte and the number 2 seed Casa Grande Union, were able to get their wins and advance to the quarterfinals. So we're going to break down all three of these games. All of them had great moments, and they were just really good competition. So let's start with Apache Junction. So Apache Junction, the Prospectors took on the number 11 seed Lee Williams Volunteers, and the game started out with a little bit of a shootout. Both teams were going back and forth, exchanging touchdowns and exchanging leads, and then quarterback Gavin Lamangelo had another stellar game. He's been like that all year. He scored with both his feet and his arm, so another great guy for that Apache Junction team. But unfortunately, the Volunteers just took all the momentum in the second half, taking a lead and kind of just coasting the rest of the time and never giving it up. Prospectors weren't able to do much after that point, and Lee Williams took the win, 55-32. The Prospectors are out, unfortunately, but they will have some good things going for them next year. They got Gavin Lamangelo back. They'll have their wide receiver Garrett Garcia, and they'll have their running back Isaiah Savoy, all big-time players for them. So they will be back next year with a good team. Next, we'll talk about the Cougars. The Cougars have been dominant all year. They went undefeated at 10-0, and the win streak stayed the same, taking on the Deer Valley Skyhawks. First half was a little bit of a close battle until DeAndre Kelly was able to snatch an interception in the end zone and take it all the way back for a 100-yard pick six, and that was the real momentum shifter for the Cougars. The Cougars' rushing attack was on point once again, rushing for 281 yards as a team, and the quarterback Angel Flores completed 5 of 7 passes for 144 yards and scored on the ground as well with a 5-yard quarterback keeper. And the Cougars took complete control in the second half and just were able to take the win 33-17 and advance to the quarterfinals pretty easily. And we'll see what they can do in the quarterfinal round. And then finally, we'll talk about the number 1 seed Poston Butte Broncos. They took on the number 16 seed Northwest Christian, and the story of this game was the final minutes. Poston Butte surprisingly was down by 4 in the closing minutes, and the Broncos had one shot to get down to the field and score and take the win. Field goal would not have helped them. They needed a touchdown, and a touchdown is exactly what they got, with the dagger coming from the final seconds from running back Heath Gray as he willed himself into the end zone and completed the comeback win to secure the spot in the quarterfinals for the number 1 seed Poston Butte Broncos, winning 39-37 in an absolute crazy game. Wish I was there. Wish I could have seen it. It must have been incredible. And that's going to do it for this episode of Backstory. But before we go, let's take a quick preview of what's coming up for our remaining 2 Pinal County teams in the 4A playoffs. Both teams will be at home. The Casa Grande Union Cougars will take on the number 10 seed St. Mary's. And then finally, number 1 seed Poston Butte will take on number 8 seed Prescott. Hope you all have a great week. Be sure to check out your local teams on Friday night and support them in their playoff runs. And we'll see you soon.